For more tips and tricks, don't forget to hit that button and subscribe. Also, ring the bell so you can get notifications anytime I have new videos. Welcome to Paulstoolbox. I'm Paul Ricalde, and today I'm going to be covering a crackle look that you can put on your doors, your cabinets, your walls, anything you want. I built these doors several months back for my bathroom. I had glass doors in here, or mirrored glass doors, that looked terrible. Took them out. I built these doors out of 2x6s, and the bottom part was a 2x8 with some plywood in the middle, 1/2 inch plywood. Before we start on this, I want to tell you we're going to have a contest. I will tell you at the end of this video how you can possibly win a $250 gift card. 2 people are going to be chosen at the end of this video to win, so make sure you stick around. When I'm shooting for a crackle look, I always use the chalk paint. You can use other latex flat paints, but I find that this works the best. You can use a stain or a paint for your base coat, and then you put your chalk paint on top of it after the glue. I don't use oil base for the base. I will use a latex because this is going to adhere to it well. If you use a gloss oil paint on the base, you'll have to sand it some to get this to adhere well with the glue. I'm going to start off with Varathane. This is weather gray. I just wiped everything down with that. I'm going to come back over it with Elmer's glue. So I'll put a good bit in here because we're going to brush it on heavy. Start off with heavy glue. I don't want to just streak it, I want it heavy. That's going to give me bigger cracks. If you have to, or if you want smaller cracks, you can put it lighter. But then you'll see little variations in there, more variations that'll look like the door underneath it. So you really want to cover the whole thing with glue. As you can see, it uses a good bit of glue. So if you're doing doors like this, you want to have the big gallon jug. It's very inexpensive, a lot cheaper than using the other stuff that they make for this. Okay, come back over with my Renaissance paint, chalk paint. And you don't want to rub this back and forth, you just want to cover it. You keep rubbing it and you'll have less cracks. After you've applied your glue and your paint, you're going to come back over with a blow dryer, and I put it on high heat and high on the fan, and I'll just move back and forth. And what it does is it gets the top coat to form a skin, and once that forms a skin and the glue's still wet, it separates and leaves the cracks. When this chalk paint and glue dries together, it really is hard as a rock. You'll see this is 120 grit, fresh sandpaper. You hit it on there and it really doesn't do any damage at all. So what I'm doing is I'm going to knock off any little ridges, because what happens is when it dries crackly like that, you might catch your finger on some of it. So you just smooth it out a little bit, and we're just going to come back and whitewash it. You can see this stuff it's hard. And I'm going to put my final coat on the inside. Then we're going to just whitewash the outside, and it'll only take a minute. The reason why I'm doing this inside first, if anything gets on the top, we're wiping that anyway, so it makes it easy. I don't even have to worry about really cutting it in. Now I'll take a little bit of water. I'm going to dip my paintbrush in the water and rub it on there. And that's all we're doing, is we're whitewashing it. We'll come back over, and if we need to, we'll rub it off. But it tones down the gray. I want to have a little bit more white than that's showing in there. I don't want deep contrast in there. Now with some looks you might want that, but with this I don't. I want this to look a little bit more white, but I want to see the crackle in there. So So you just wet your brush with a little bit of water, rub it on. I stop where my vertical boards go and my horizontal meet. I'll go right at that line. That way everything looks in line with the way it's supposed to be. You don't want to have your brush strokes or anything going across the grain on this. I'm happy with this. I'll let it dry. Now I want to tell you how you can enter the contest. It is super simple. I already laid out the links. Go to the description box down below. You will click on realtruck.com. Put in whatever accessories that you like or you're thinking about. If they got it, put it down below in the comment section. Copy and paste it, or you can type it in and say, I like the headlights, I like the taillights, I like rims and tires, or whatever brand it is. This does not matter. As long as I know that you checked it out. That's all that counts. Because you could possibly win a $250 gift card to buy anything you want from realtruck.com. All right, once you do that, make sure you go to Paulstoolbox.com. That link is in the description box as well. All you need to do is give me your mailing address and write Real Truck. That's it. The people that enter this and do it properly get entered into this contest. 5 days from now, we will choose a winner. 2 people will win $250. All right, I will see you guys on the next project. Don't forget to subscribe. If you don't mind, please hit like for me. It means a lot, and I'll see you guys later.